Whom would you want to be stuck on an island with? Brother Shaggy or Davido? We know Davido. Davido is a wonderful musician. He'll be dropping his songs back to back. He'll be doing very well, dropping hits album. He's been in the game for more than a decade right now. And Brother Shaggy is a skit maker. He does super skits. Brother Shaggy is also a musician. Don't forget that. Yeah, he has dropped some songs, and he's also an actor. And we should also remember that Efe Kata is also a skin maker and a musician. Recently, he dropped his song Machala, where the song topped number one. Yeah, the song actually grew up to number one on the Nigerian chart. These guys have been doing well, but the question of the day right now is between Davido and Brother Shaggy. Who would you want to be stuck on an island with? Make sure you drop a comments on the comment section. What's up, guys? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're listening to this wonderful channel from. This is John Gillo's Entertainment. Here I'll give you audios of all the trends, all the happenings in Nigeria, Africa, and globally, especially in the entertainment sector. For those that are new here, be kind enough to hit the subscribe button and the bell notification so as to stay updated with everything that will be going on. Still talking about music because that is what has been giving us vibe, and as I said earlier, this channel is focused more on entertainment. For a desk of Tems has been doing very well. Tems Baby, we know since she released the song, since she did the song with Wizkid Essence. She's been on the limelight, but that song pushed her to greater height. She's been doing very well. She has done, she has worked with the likes of Dre, the likes of Future. Congratulations and big up to Tem. But you have this news. Tems dropped this message recently that I used to steal food. Singer Tems opened up on her poverty struggles. That she used to steal food before she rise to stardom. Right now, Tems can feed. Do I say a nation? No. Tems can actually feed, yeah, like the streets because she has the money. She's doing very well. You can imagine she was, stealing food just to make ends meet, and look at where she is right now. I think that should serve as a point of emphasis for everybody there. Keep hustling. Just keep your hustling spirit going. If you haven't made it now, that doesn't mean you make it in the future. You can imagine Tems. She was stealing food, and look at where she is right now. But that doesn't mean you should go and steal food. No. Still in the music or entertainment industry, and the Big Brother Niger season is ongoing right now. The housemates are catching crews, and it will be ending in a few weeks from now. One of the Big Brother Niger winners, White Money. We have this news that now that we are in good hands, let the music flow. That came from the desk of White Money. White Money has been signed to a record label, to Banky W's record label, where Whiskey started from. That is where White Money is right now. Someone dropped this comment that Banky W about to mold White Money to new Whiskey. Is that really possible for those that have listened to White Money's music? Are you sure White Money will be able to be molded to Whiskey? Don't forget to drop a comment on the comment section below. One of the trending artists in Nigeria right now is Asake. I mean, this guy has been doing magic. He's been doing numbers. He has always been on the charts, number 1 to 15. I mean, since he dropped his album, Mr. Money with the Vibe. Not even since he dropped the album. Before he dropped his album, Asake has been doing wonders. Someone dropped this message that all I am asking for is a man as consistent as Asake. Asake is very consistent. So he's being used as an example right now. Before I finish the money he gave me yesterday, he will text me today to say, babe, check your account balance. I sent you money. Wow. Everybody wants a man that will be as consistent as Asake. Asake just dropped his album recently. And he just dropped his album actually a few weeks ago. And right now, Asake is telling us that he wants to drop another song. People are pleading with him that, Asake, please calm down, calm down, calm down. Asake has been doing wonders. Big ups to Asake. Everybody wants a musician that is as consistent as Asake. And in this music industry, consistency is key. You have to be consistent and you have to be doing your best, because the industry is very competitive. Let us come back home to our country, Nigeria. Let us talk about politics. We've been talking about entertainment. Someone dropped this message that on behalf of over 3 million Nigerian students, I am pleading that federal government should please pay ASU. I can't have my exams marked by someone who has not received 7 months salary. Oh, hashtag ASU. And that came after he read the message that court orders ASU to call off strike. What is happening? How can a court ask ASU to call off strike? These people have not been paid. They've not been working for like 7 months because the federal government is owing them. Now we should remember that our politicians, their children, they are not bothered because their children are not schooling in Nigeria. They send their children to school outside the country. Nigeria, what is the way forward? Well, the election is coming in 2023. We should vote wisely. Now, let us move on to the United States of America, still in the entertainment industry. Let's talk about Johnny Depp. We know recently he had this drama with his wife, his ex-wife, um, Amber Heard. They went to court and separated, and the court asked Amber Heard to pay Johnny Depp. We have this news. I don't know if it's good or bad news, but you decide that Johnny Depp is now dating his lawyer from Amber Heard trial. Like seriously? Like seriously? Johnny Depp is dating Joe Rich, a married lawyer who represented him in his UK defamation trial against a British tabloid for banning him a wife beater, or for branding him a wife beater, rather. Fox News Digital confirmed. Rich is separated from her husband and is divorcing him, a source said. She was not part of the legal team that represented Depp in his Virginia defamation case against ex-wife Amber Heard, but she was present for part of the 6-week trial, which wrapped up in June. The London-based mother of two was spotted more than once chatting with the Pirate of the Caribbean star on smoke breaks outside the Fairfax County Circuit Courthouse. She also stayed with Depp at the Ritz-Carlton in McLean, Virginia, where he was holed up for the trial and dined with him and his team on several occasions at the Palm, an upscale steakhouse near door to the five-star hotel. And that's all said. The insider knows that Rich was married when she met Depp, but is now divorcing her husband. She and her estranged spouse share 2 children. This is not a good example at all. This is not a good example. I mean, you just had an issue with your wife, and you guys separated, and you are now dating your lawyer. That this is not a good example at all. You guys, people look at you as role models, and this is not a nice one at all. To me, it's not a nice one. What about you? You should drop your comments on the comment section. In the entertainment, let us dive a little into football. We have Nigeria. As Nigerians, we love football. We have so many Chelsea fans in Nigeria. We have so many Arsenal fans. We have Manchester United fans, the Premiership. We have fans in the Bundesliga. We have La Liga fans. We have Serie A fans. We have so many football lovers in Nigeria. Football is like the best game in this country. Talking about football, the ex-Chelsea manager dropped this message that I am devastated that my time at Chelsea has come to an end. Thomas Tuchel finally speaks. I love Thomas Tuchel. I mean, he was doing very well at the club, but we know Chelsea. Anything can happen. Chelsea is a very funny club. Well, we have this news that the German took to his Twitter handle on Sunday to express how devastated he was getting sacked from his role as a blue gaffer. According to Thomas Tuchel, he said, the pride and joy I felt at helping the team to win the Champions League and the Club World Cup will stay with me forever. I am honored to have been a part of this club's history, and the memories of the last 19 months will always have a special place in my heart. This is a club where I felt at home, both professionally and personally. Thank you so much to all the staff, the players, and the supporters for making me feel very welcome from the start. We heard it from Thomas Tuchel. And also, he said, this is one of the most difficult statements I have ever had to write. And it is one which I hoped I would not need to do for many years. I'm devastated that my time at Chelsea has come to an end. Painful indeed. Painful indeed. Painful indeed. For Chelsea fans out there, are you really happy that Thomas Tuchel was fired for the club? Make sure you drop a comment. Talking about Nigeria and the election that to be coming, recently we have this drama that happened to the country a few months ago about the NSAS saga. But we have this news. Is it good news? It's not good news. Anything that involves the death of people is not good. No matter how much you pay for compensation or how much you give the person's family, it is not good because the grief will still be in their heart forever. We have this news that NSAS panel awards 289 million naira compensation to 74 victims of police brutality. You can imagine 289 million naira to 74 victims. So just divide it. As I said, that's not good news at all. And we keep hearing of politicians stealing billions. And the government had, just gave the 74 victims 289 million naira. That's not good at all. That is. Well, I saw this quite fascinating. Let me share with you guys that why we have never seen a picture of the Queen pregnant despite having 4 children. That as people were getting ready to pay their respect to the Queen at her funeral, people have noticed something curious, that they have never seen a photo of the Queen being pregnant, by which we mean there are no pictures of the royal cradling a baby bump, as we have seen with Princess Diana, Kate Middleton, and Meghan Markle. What do you have to say regarding that? Because this is like deep. She has 4 children and nobody has ever seen her with a baby bump. What do you have to say regarding that? Please make sure you're talking about the Queen. We have this news. So many things that are happening around her are just fascinating stories. The Queen has written a secret letter that's hidden in a vault and can't be opened for 63 years. Wow, 63 years. Letter written by the late Queen Elizabeth II that lies hidden in a vault in Australia can't be opened for another 63 years. Wow. The note by Her Majesty was written for the people of Sydney and is secretly stored in one of the city's historic Queen Victoria building. The letter has been sitting in the building already for nearly 36 years. As the Queen made the note in November 1986 on a state visit. The signed letter by the Queen is addressed to the Right and Honourable Lord Mayor of Sydney, Australia. It reads, "Greetings on a suitable day to be selected by you in the year 2085, wow, AD. Would you please open this envelope and convey to the citizens of Sydney my message to them?" We live to that point 63 years from now. If we can say 63 years from now, that means maybe we will hear the message, we will hear what the Queen has to say. After all, the Queen lives for 96 years. How old are you? Are you sure you can ask 63 to your years right now? Don't forget to drop a comments on the comment section. Thank you guys for watching this wonderful channel. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and bell notification so as to stay up to date with all the trends. See you soon.